This is not working. Hold on, this is not the angle I'm going to try and show you. Oh my God. Okay, one of the most important things is to get comfortable and water. All right. I don't have my proper utensil, has not come in yet. I'm waiting on that. I'm trying to think if I want to move my camera, possibly. Hi, Richard. I don't think any, no, from what I can see my computer. Oh, yeah, there are like several people on. Okay. So I'm going to redo this Marie Grace eyebrows. I talked about that in my last video. I've been watching some original YouTubers because when I was starting with YouTube, you know, it was called AGTube. There were a lot of people who did like stop and go videos, like that. I was the only doll artist here on YouTube. I don't know if I still am. That's something I haven't looked up on YouTube, so I don't know. I just don't have time to look for it. But so what happened, and I can actually pull this up and show you while I'm setting everything up, is that a lot of people, a lot of regulars who were on YouTube, they left YouTube because YouTube became where if your videos weren't for kids or something like that, or if they were for kids, anyway, it changed everyone's algorithm. What did I hit? A commercial. Great. I hit a commercial. Um, okay, there we are. What I'm going to do is pull up on my YouTube and I can show you what happened briefly before I get started removing this. Her eyebrows. I'm only going to redo her eyebrows. Everything else looks good. Right now I'm going to show you on, let me go to YouTube Studio and pull it up, and then I'm going to show you what had happened. So, and I have to go ahead and find this now. I'm doing lifetime. Okay, not revenue, but audience. Seriously? Community. There. Oh my God, I just had it and then it went away. All right, here we go. I'm clicking on lifetime. Okay, so I'm gonna, wait a minute. All right, I'm trying to find this, so I'm going to share this with you on my computer. So what happened was back around right in here. Yeah. So what happened around this time starting, everything was flat because YouTube changed and it was COPPA, COPPA, where they were changing the content for kids. Especially over the lifetime, but I wanted to see a different, there we go, see more. And when this change happened on YouTube, when YouTube changed, darn it, here, do not disturb. Okay, so we go back to 2009 when I started, and here we are in 2011. And I guess that's when I was making the most noise and views because I had started repainting, and started doing what I do as a doll artist. And in 2010, right here in the beginning, in this era here, I had lost all my subscribers, pretty much all of them. And it was because of what we call it, the COPA. And that was when everything shifted. And then it was like I took some time off from YouTube. And so then it was here, and then it just got lower. Um, So when YouTube shifted and did that change, a lot of people who were content creators, they lost the majority of their subscribers, and they were not able to continue with their channels. They lost monetization, all of that stuff. So this is how things were back in the 2000s, early 2010s, throughout 2010, yeah, early 2010s. So that was what I call my heyday, as a doll artist or repaint artist and an American Girl doll collector. And during this time, all of this time, throughout this time, what was very popular with YouTube content creators was we called it AGTube. And once YouTube switched, a lot of people stop and go motions. I have to tell you what they are because you don't understand the acronyms for it. So a lot of stop and go motion videos. They were very time consuming, very popular back then. So once YouTube made that change with the COPA, here it shows nothing, and that's from 2009 2010. It shows nothing until later, and until like spring of 2011, and then it shows where everything just started. For me, started going up in 2012. Um, and then it shows you all the numbers in the blocks. So yeah, Emma's American Girl doll makeover at home. I was commissioned, for this young girl. I think it was her birthday. Her parents paid me to come to their home to make over their daughter's doll. They had a table set out, refreshments. The video was still up, and she still has her doll even today. And that was a huge video because I think I was the first person who did any kind of YouTube content. But throughout these years, American Girl was consistent. They were on point with their audience. American Girl, they kept up. They were able to grow with their consumers, with the collectors. Um, so this is my lifetime of views, but it doesn't show because my subscribers fell by the thousands. I'm talking, I lost like 4,000 subscribers overnight because YouTube switched everything up. Like it was either okay for children or not. They switched up the whole system, and so many regular people had like very well known AG tubers, lost the majority of their viewing audience. The algorithm stopped. It was chaotic. It was chaotic for mainstream, even for me, because we all lost so many subscribers. And as you can see, when it says subscribers, my data for subscribers is not correctly tracked between January of 2015 13th through January 15th, but then it says the data is not correctly tracked between August and then talking about they approve for subscribers gained, lost sources, and then there was at 2009 data for subscribers is not available before September 23rd of 2009. So I had lost all of their subscribers, and here it tells you the change in total subscribers found by subtracting subscribers lost from subscribers gained for the selected data range and region. So because of COPA, I had lost me and so many other American Girl content YouTubers lost content. And at that time, I was the only person doing American Girl doll makeovers. And I've been watching a couple regulars. I mean, people who've been here on YouTube since 2009, originals. And they come back and they do some new content. And it's so different now than what it was in 2012 and 13. 2010, 11, 12, 13, everything is so different now. Now it's more like mostly reviews and people that everything's just completely different. The fun has been taken out of it, and collectors, especially with young people. Also, another thing that's happened is I feel, American Girl has lost, they've just lost that extra something special, being able to maintain and keep up with their consumer. And with everything now really being geared for like 8 years old, because it used to be from 6 years old and up, now it's 8 years old and up, and they're making everything look very kiddie. And I think that's a problem with Summer. Summer is made with her outfit and everything. She's cute, but that's the thing. She's made to be more cutesy for like the younger kids. And with the Truly Me dolls, the outfits used to be more realistic to what an actual 9-year-old would wear. When I say that, I'm talking like jeans, um, cute sneakers, t-shirt, and a jacket, and then you could get accessories. They don't have that anymore. And the more cuter clothing, the more realistic clothes. That's what we're missing in the American Girl line. And I don't think I was ever really considered as like an original AG YouTuber simply because my content was, yes, I did reviews, yes, I did openings, but I was doing this. Okay, I'm going to report you. I reported that as hate speech because that's what it is. And also back over the years, you didn't have people coming into like this. I'm just a doll artist. That's it. So you didn't have people threatening on your channel, really doing stupid stuff. You didn't have that. Making threats and stuff. People didn't do that back then. Um, so yeah, it's really sad what has happened with YouTube, especially with the American Girl content creators. Um, and some of them have tried to come back. They just find it more boring. And to be honest, a lot of newer content creators, they really don't know the history and the fun of being an AG YouTuber. And, you know, harassing and things like that are just based on ignorance. Okay, I need a cotton ball. Now give that a moment while this is setting for a moment. That way all the acetone can evaporate off the vinyl. I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing with Rapunzel. So yeah, a lot of original YouTubers who did American Girl content, they try to come back, but before it used to be so easy to get to 10,000 subscribers or more. Now you gotta work for it. It's a lot harder. And it's even harder to even maintain to get to keep 3,000 subscribers by doing original content. When I say original content, I mean it's where you were being artistic and doing things like that and really just enjoying showing your own artistic abilities and having fun, like stop motions and doing doll reviews and stuff like that. And now a lot of the old school people come on and they see the way things are done now and they're like, who are all these new people that popped up? And then, you know, they find it harder. Now I'm keeping her freckles, so we're not going to remove those. Okay, why are comments not showing up on my computer? Let me okay, there it is. Okay. Now with my Rapunzel, I do not plan on doing a drastic makeover look. I want to keep it cute and simple. This is absurd. People come on, I mean, seriously, all I do is repaint dolls. And they come on to harass and act like a fool. It doesn't make sense. It just really makes no sense. Someone who has nothing else to do in life, go catch a chicken. Okay. Y'all, I'm gonna tell you something. My moderator, she got Moana before me. I do have Moana on her way. And oh my gosh, she showed me that doll out of the box. Absolutely gorgeous. I am missing something. Why is my computer not showing me what everything is going on in the chat? Okay, go to my channel. Okay. There. So, yeah, that's what happened. So, a lot of original people who did creating content like, I'm trying to think, what was her name? I messaged and commented on her channel. What is this? Sponsored. I don't have, so my light that I had that would come on my desk and come over, and I could have my phone looking down when I had the camera looking down. The cord came out during moving, so it broke, and that prevented me from being able to do that. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and remove this doll's original paint as well. Actually, I'm gonna wait on that one because I need to repaint on her. What is you doing? I'm not giving you no more treats to make you gassy. What? Coda Matana. Okay, so there's her vinyl. I'm going to go ahead and repaint her eyebrows. I need music. I'm trying to think where my disc is. So I'm gonna go for a natural brow. I'm not gonna do it over dramatically, or I'm not gonna try to make it where it's I wanna have it more natural. Which means they won't be as thick, I hope. I do wanna get it in there. Good. Okay, I think I'm almost done with this one. I like this look better than what it was. And I think it's only because of, as a doll artist, over time, the more you do what you do, it doesn't matter what you use to paint with. If you use paint, acrylics, oils, or if you use paint pencils, or what have you, it doesn't matter. Everyone's artistic abilities are unique and different. And, um, you know, the more we doll artists do what they do, the more they improve in time. So we even notice improvements compared to when we first started. Okay, yeah. So there, that's how our eyebrow looks now. I'll show it up close once it's done. Alright, I have got to get comfortable. Give me one moment to do this in the back. You may have to refresh your screen. I'm having to refresh my screen. Oh, God. The commercials are crazy. Alright, so I got this eyebrow done. Now let's try to make it a cousin. Alright. Not quite the angle I was going for. That's better. Hi, Jay. Okay. need to redo that completely. It needs to go up higher. I do not have enough room. All right, there. I had to play some. I have got to play music, so I have the rights. I have rights to play this. Okay, I need to take this eyebrow up higher. Okay, I think I'm about done with her. Yeah, much more natural looking brow. To my right. Yeah, okay, I like this. This is a more natural brow. Let me stand her up. I'm gonna turn my camera around so you can get a better view of the eyebrow. Okay. So these are her new eyebrows. Okay. So I'm gonna touch up this hair part up there to make it a little darker, to be like the other one. And then I'm gonna start applying my sealer. Okay. that's done. I am finished with her eyebrows. There. Okay, sealer. Oh my god, where's my sealer? Okay, up here. Perfect. So the good thing is about the paint I use, it is acrylic paint. It dries fast, and that allows me to start applying sealer. Um, I am going to get a new tripod. I don't know why these things do not last, but they don't. I'm going to go ahead and apply some more sealer on her lips. I'm not going to change these. This is one of my Marie Gray styles I've had for over 10 years. So I'm just going to refreshen the clear gloss. And now that I refreshened her eyebrows, I like that very smooth. Oops, okay. I need water. Mm-hmm. Check her. Oh wow, I gotta redo her nails. I'll do those last. Okay. Alright, now I'm gonna apply a different sealer. I use two different sealers, polyurethane. I use a high gloss sealer and I use a matte sealer. My top coat is, the first one is a gloss sealer, and after that I put a matte sealer. And it prevents the paint from chipping, fading, makes it extra durable. This is how difficult this is. I have my cat in my lap. She's sitting here, oh my god. Okay. Her eyebrows are now completely finished. Alright, I am going to redo her manicure and pedicure. Because it's, I mean, like I said, I did her, well, the pedicure's fine, but I guess from years of play, her manicure is definitely starting to come off. Yeah, I'm gonna redo her pedicure as well. I can't believe my name is, I didn't put my name on the bottom of her foot. Okay. Alright, done with that. Okay, eyebrows are done. So there's her eyebrows. Oh, great, I'm so far from the camera. So there, her eyebrows are done. Okay. I'm gonna go out, when I go out tonight, I'm gonna get a different thing to hold my camera. Alright, let me double check. See how that looks. Yeah, these are good. Alright, give me a moment. I need lotion because this acetone is drying and oh god. Okay. I have conditioner in my hair. good. This looks good. Okay, that's nice, smooth texture. Very smooth. You don't feel it. So that looks good. Thank God. I love that. Okay, this looks better. I like the, it's not as thin and it looks more natural. Okay. The eyebrow queen. Paris, I love you, girl. You're such a sweetheart. So, my moderator Paris has now got a beautiful American Girl collection. She's been collecting. And oh my gosh, when I saw her Moana, that was it. I was just, oh my gosh. I'm so excited tomorrow to get hair. I cannot wait to do a hair washing video on her hair and then also styling. I'm excited about that. Okay. All right, we're mixing color. I'm using acrylic paints by Americana. That is what I've been using for years. I had to go through many different paints to find the one that I felt worked best for me. I know everyone's different, so you have to find the type of paint that works. So I use this brand. This is the brand I've been using for years. Deco Art Americana apparently went in together. One bought the other out, apparently. Wait, we got a thunderstorm. A gnat is in here bothering me. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the base color for her nails. Okay. And I had to tighten up her strings the other night. She is. Moana is absolutely fabulous. Alright, so I'm gonna let her stand up here on my desk. Oh my god, love the eyebrows. I love this much more. Definitely better. I wish my glasses could fit better on my face. They keep sliding down. my white ring light is at my mom's, but I don't like how that one works. Oh my god, I like this one with the light, but it doesn't tilt and move the way that I need it to. Okay, we need more tips. Great, I need to get more of those. Alright, I'm getting more Q-tips and I am replacing my napkin and getting rid of this older stuff that I got up here. So I can throw this out and replace it real quick. Okay. Oh, I haven't done nothing to Rapunzel yet. I'm getting ready to do her. She's next. I'm going to do eyebrows and lips. I'm keeping her original freckles, of course, because they're absolutely adorable. And American Girl they did really cute with her freckles. So yeah. Mm. Now with her, I'm doing a whole different color palette of eyebrows because her hair is blonde and with the character. So I do want her to have a nice eyebrow color. So I'm using mostly browns, 2 different shades of brown, and create a 3rd and 4th different shade out of 2 colors. Again, I'm using Americana. That's my brand I go to with repainting. Those are my favorite acrylics. So we're using these 2 colors, mixing something up here. Ironic enough, this doll also features the Marie Grace face mold. The sliding sucks, so does the angle. We do this. This lighting looks terrible in my hand. There. Now for Rapunzel, I'm going to do a slightly almost thicker brow. More wispy. I may have to redo these. Let me set her up for a minute. Oh, wow. Okay, never mind. That works. I may have to put in a darker color. Just a little slightly darker color. Now, to the other side. Damn water. My hands done got wet. Now I'm doing a different color, different mix. I can tell a difference in the vinyl. The plastic vinyl, it's different. I can tell a difference in the quality because the paint doesn't really want to hold on, and these damn glasses keep dropping down. They're pissing me off. I'm going to switch my glasses, but also I'm going to redo the eyebrows because I don't like the shape. I don't like the shape they're taking. So I'm going to remove them. And I'm known for this, so I've done it for years. So I'm redoing the eyebrows completely. And I have to let the vinyl take a break because this acetone, it does a damage on there. Shit. Nothing, I have to respond to a message. ¿Qué haces? Okay, there. Alright. Put this back on. I am gonna run and get my other glasses from my bedroom. I want to make sure I've removed all of that. I got a little spot right there. It's not about focusing, it's about having adequate lighting. So I'm going to have to address that for sure. And it's cloudy outside. Okay, so I'm going to let her take a moment to rest because in between when you're painting and with the vinyl, you need to let the vinyl take a break. Ok, en una llega entonces para ir a la tienda. En una what? Siempre que termines de All right. All right, these glasses over there somewhere. I'll use these. So the problem is because of medication. Okay, back. Okay, to get my other glasses. And I had to do a call. So that'll take him about 45 minutes. Okay. Refresh that. Oh my god, every time I refresh my computer. Alright. Now I have to get comfortable. I will look and see if I can find a whole different thing. So my problem is my lighting. Oh god. Get that focused. Okay, let's get this part. Where are the... I do not have enough adequate supplies down here with me. Oh shit, this is evaporated. Okay. Different dress. This feels like it's like satin, almost like paper satin. You know, I think that's another thing that's happened with American Girl. They give a beautiful look, but honestly, their quality is not what it used to be. And they don't understand why their sales went down. Quality in your dolls is what happens. If you don't have good quality anymore, then how are you going to keep people going? Okay. Come on, there. Trying to zoom in. Alright, I'm going to have to redo the colors because the other ones are already dry on my styrofoam plate. I'm going to have to mix 3 to 4 different colors. And at different times. So in reality, it's actually going to take about 5 or 6 different colors with this. So, and depending on different shades. And And then a very little smidget of black. See how much of a difference that makes? Well, Rapunzel has a different skin tone. Okay, yeah, I like that better. And so it makes a huge difference. But then, you know, a lot of these Disney American Girl dolls, each one pretty much has her own skin color. There. This eyebrow is done. Get that little piece. There we go. All right. Yep, that's it. This eyebrow is now officially completed. It's kind of like, yeah, once I get it going, I'm done. Now with the lighting, I don't know if you can see the little hair strokes, brush strokes. Okay, so that one's done. I have to take something because I did not realize it's 6 o'clock. And I have to get ready to go to the store. Because I have to prepare stuff. Me and Dixie to go on a trip tomorrow. Okay. Double checking. Awesome. Good. It took, that was the right perfect mixture. I had to use 3 colors, 3 different levels. Like literally just the tip of this little skinny brush to just a little dot of black to mix in with that to get the right color so that it doesn't contrast too badly with our hair. Now, I think I'm actually my worst critic, but then again, I think most doll artists are, and probably why a lot of doll artists, they really don't show how they repaint dolls. What is this here? Okay, let me double check. Okay. Yes, I can go up a little bit higher. Perfect, perfect shape, great. Well, this is, I think my biggest problem is uh, with medications, it affects my vision. And so I have to use like 3 different prescriptions of glasses. It really depends on medication, what's in my system, what I'm taking. Ugh, it's such a pain and frustrating. Okay. Mm, okay. Sorry, my camera's in a direction I'm not really looking. I can't see the comments, so even though I'm not even looking at my screen for my computer to keep up, so now I'm perfecting the shape. Alright, center up. Okay, that looks good. I am, where did our hair just get hung in? This hair feels, it's definitely Kanakalon, but it feels like the kind of hair that mats up and gets tangled extremely easily. Makes sense, tangled. It's just my fingers want to get stuck in it. I'm definitely going to have to wash this to get rid of factory residue. For sure. Thank you, Richard. You're such a sweetheart. You've always been kind, compassionate, and encouraging. Always. I'm very grateful. Okay, we're going to add, I'm mixing a little hint of different colors so I can do a different color of eyebrow, like little dark, slightly darker hair. And so with this paint, it darkens as it dries. Of course, that's how acrylic paint is. Okay, there. Okay, eyebrows I think are about done. I am going to extend this eyebrow just a little bit. There we go. Now take this side and add a few little darker hairs. Okay. I touch up my finger because it will lighten it up if I feel like it's too dark. Okay, there. That works. Okay, eyebrows are done. Okay, I will tilt it to the side. Move my all right. So, next is, oh my God, in here. Got that good. Okay, perfect. All right, let's get a little bit more of this here paint mixed in together. A little bit of this. Put some more blender. Yes, I mix. It's amazing depending on how much you use of one color compared to the other. You can create 50 different shades with just these two different colors by adding it lighter, darker, or very dark in between, or what have you. So I'm doing the eyelash now. I don't want it too light, don't want it too dark. As you can see the different changes of color that I've been doing with it. Red lips. No, 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 no. Rapunzel, we're not doing red lips. I want her to look true to her Disney character without, I'm not trying to do I'm not trying to overdo her glam. I want to keep it cute. So it's more like a little natural. You know, I mean, it's still got some glam, you know, but I'm going with the more sort of like realistic kind of thing. Semi-glam. Not full glam, but Yeah, a semi-glam. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to keep that many lashes or not. Let me go play with the other side and see. Yes, very demure, absolutely. Um, I can already tell you, I'm pretty sure I'm going to redo the other side. Oh my god, I already messed up. If I don't want it that thick. Okay, well, it looks like I'm going to redo both sides. And that came out too thick. I'm not trying to do over glam or anything like that. I mean, that's just my personal preference for this particular doll, and I'm playing around with some different styles, different looks compared to the years. Okay, get rid of those lower lashes from the factory. Gently without touching the eye. Perfect. Alright, give this a moment. Okay, now let me mess with this. The color for eyebrows. I mean lashes. Okay, we'll put a little more of this color in. This is what I think I want. Yeah, somewhere up in this. Yeah. So I want a very earthy brown. Dark brown. No, not dark, but medium brown. But I want it to be very, when I say earthy, I mean like wood bark from an oak tree. I'm looking, that's the color I want. But I want it to be subtle. I don't want it to be, you know, I don't want to bring dramatic eyelashes. I want it to be cute. Yeah. Hi, Debbie. So yeah, a nice subtle, very nice subtle lashes. That is my goal. There we go. That's it. So that's the kind of lash I want. Don't worry, when I show you up close, you will get a better view. Um, Cute and simple. This works great with her skin tone. My color palette that I have, yeah. I think I diluted it a little too much. Okay, feel some of those. I like this color. Okay, let me see. Yes. All right, now touch this up so it starts out a little bit and then it kind of wings over to give just a little hint of drama. Perfect. Okay, now the other side. This side always usually does better anyhow. I'm gonna brush a moment. Yeah, so I'm gonna let that dry a little bit before I continue so it doesn't bleed in, and get this brush. Brush is doing great. Okay. Oh my god, that just came out a little too chunky. I don't know, I think I can make that work. Oh yeah, that'll work. When it dries, this could look good. This is a pretty brown. It's like, yeah, it's like an oak tree brown. So I'm taking into elements like, you know, the character is up in a tower and she's surrounded by forest and, you know, just fantasy. But also using those type of color palette with nature, I think it's going to really make the turquoise eyes pop, because this doll actually has the eye color of Marie Grace. Marie Grace's actual eye color. I think that's interesting. Okay. I like that. Yeah, this works for me. Even though it seems like I'm painting a little much, but because of the color of brown it is, I think it works. Okay. Move that out the way. Because her skin tone has a very, it's like a pale pink undertone with her vinyl. And so I think with these shades of brown that I'm using, it really counteracts those pinky tones. Because she's got a lot of pink undertone. Now, I was going to give her less, but I'm really liking this wood bark brown. Um, yeah, I really like these earthy tones I'm using, which is really going to set the pace for how I do. Okay, we'll give her a few extra long lashes. I mean, she is a Disney princess, of course, so she's got to have some kind of whimsiness. Okay, that really pops. I like this. So, a lot of time, if you're a doll artist or any kind of artist, you have an idea. You just have a slight idea of what you're going for when you're painting. But then when you're painting, it can actually end up taking up its own way of going in a whole nother direction. Oh my god, I like this. I love this color of brown. I think I'm going to be obsessed with this color brown for a while, especially on lighter skin dolls. Oh my god, I love it. Okay, I went ahead and, oh my god, definitely gave her some dramatic lashes. Yes. And I like it. I wasn't gonna do it, but I did it, and I'm glad I did because it looks good. I'm living for it. I'm living for it. Okay, and it's drying super quick. Okay, let's do some lower lashes here. Oh my god. Hold on, I accidentally hit a little bump. Oh, I need my other glasses already. Seriously. I'm having to use 3 and 4 paint brushes, and it looks like 3 pair of glasses. Oh yeah, I had to look in different lighting. I'm laughing to myself because I'm sitting here thinking about the doll I did for my moderator. And she was going to give it away to this little girl that she has, that surrounds her a lot. And she calls her the little mocosa. And I'm just sitting here thinking about that. La little mocosa, la little mocosa. Anyway, if you don't know what that is, good for you. Thank you, Howard. That's very kind of you. So yeah, when I did my moderators, doll, we did that goth glam, and I told her, you can get your dolls, send them to me, and I'll do your dolls. No, I don't know, Richard. Not right now. Um, I know I do sew, but I'm definitely not up for sewing at this time for sure. Okay. Excuse me. I had to hurry up and get all of this wrapped up. So that means now it's time for her lip color. And then her other color. Let me see. Alright, so I had to step back, take a good look. Yes, I'm very happy with that. I wasn't gonna do dramatic lashes, but I did. And they look, I'm happy with the result, to say the least. I think it represents her character perfectly. Okay, so I'm going to mix some more colors to do her lips and then to prepare her for her manicure and pedicure, and then we can do sealer and call it a bloody day because I had to run out and pick up some stuff. Okay, put these over there. Okay, there. Okay, another brush. Oh, no, I'm not using this brush on her lips. Where's this one? Let me see. This is not really a lip brush either. I use polyurethane to seal my paint. Oh, where did I put my brushes? Alright, we gotta take glasses off. They're over here. Okay. I use two different types of polyurethane to seal my paintwork. Do I want to use this brush or do I want to go back to maybe I should use this one. This might work, yeah. I'll take this one out just in case. Yeah. Maybe I'll see. Alright. I think I'll use this brush for the lips. Okay, let's mix these two. So I want to do an early pink, and by doing that, I have to mix a certain type shade of brown to get that earthy tone of like a pink. So it's kind of like a antique rose pink, but I have to mix a certain amount of two different colors to get that one. Yeah, this is gonna look good when it dries. I like this color. Hmm. this. So if you notice the color palette I chose to use on this doll, I went with a very neutral earth tone type colors, different shades of brown, and I mixed brown in with the pink to do like an antique rose, but also a very earthy, almost mauve color pink. Oh my god, I was literally holding my breath on that. Okay, oh my god, I like this, I like this. Okay, I'm getting a good look in the lighting, oh my god. Okay, I'm really loving this color palette. Vanessa, honey, whenever you want your dolls done, you know you can just ship them right on over. And for the record, my moderator is truly one of my best friends. So we talk every day. This is not about when I'm only on YouTube. No. Our relationship, it's, you know, I have a personal relationship. So she's my best friend as well. I've seen some people, you know, they have a moderator, but that's all they are. It's just a moderator. I don't have that. That's not the kind of relationship I have with my. I consider her to be my dearest friend. And what I like about it, she keeps it real. She doesn't just. She don't talk stupid stuff. Girl, go ahead. Get them together. It's fine. You know, I don't mind doing it. So, like, probably 15 years ago, I used to do this for general public. But over the past few years, people have shown crazy versions of themselves on YouTube. And so I don't do this for just anyone anymore. I only do it for people, regulars that I've had communication with over the years, and people that I know as regulars. So that's it. That's where it ends. It ends with them. All right. Now let's come back in and get this little inner corner. Perfect. Perfect. Yes. Girl, why do you see this up close? Okay, I'm going to make this a little lighter. So I had a little, I'm going to add some white. Oh my god, this is not even opened. Where's the one that's open? So I'm going to add white, mix a little white in with that lip color because I do not want it to be this dark on her nails to be manicured. So I'm going to put a drop of white in my, over here on the side, and I'm simply going to take a little piece and mix it in. Get that water, put that water in. So this is taking about 5 colors to get this. So as you can see, my color palette, all the shades of brown. This is wood bark brown, and it took different levels of these 3 colors to create that for the lashes, for the eyebrows. And so even with this here, like a dusty rose type color. I think I'm going to add a little bit of this right across here with the lip. Oh my god, yes, very three-dimensional type look. Perfect. Okay. So, Okay, now come over here and do this hand. And I think I'm gonna use this color with my Marie Grace I just did. I need my glasses from Mood. That's what I need. Okay, so anyway, when I'm done, I always show a close-up in the video so you can see how the doll looks up close in good lighting. Hope y'all don't mind. After my shower, I just threw on some pajamas, and when you're sitting and painting, you have to be comfortable. Yeah, this color looks really good with her toes. Well, I'm sorry, her skin tone. And with me using earth tones and different shades of brown mixed in with other colors, definitely counteracts. She has a very pale pinkish undertone with the vinyl. Okay, awesome. Alright, double checking her hands. Oh my god, I do love the lip color. This looks good. Okay, doing a nice second layer. Okay. Oh my god, I do love the color palette with her face. Alright, so before I apply sealer, I am going to show you how that looks. Great, let me set my brushes over here to the side. And I'm going to go ahead and do my other doll, do her nails real quick. Yeah, I'm very happy how she looks. Oh my god, I love this. So, honestly, as a doll artist and designer with toy company, my best work is when I'm freestyle. When I'm just absolutely completely open to whatever. So where I just start mixing paints and start painting and working and messing with it. That's when I do my best work, I think. Yeah, I like this color much better. Oops. She kicked her foot up. Did y'all see that? Okay, there we go. Okay, there. Oh my god, I'm so glad I redid her eyebrows, and they're already sealed, so her eyebrows look definitely much better. So sometimes I go through my older dolls and redo them, which I'm glad I do, because some of my dolls in my collection, as a doll artist, I must say I like how sometimes I can look at it and be like, I should have done it like this or like that. And now because I've improved with my technique, I can go back and redo that. All right, so, oh, that's right. I was going to show you, oh, wait, let me go ahead and apply the tips on the nails before they dry. Oh my God, I need another brush, different brush. There we go, this one. So with my paintwork, it takes about 4 or 5 brushes. And I always like to dip my brush tip into a little bit of water to dampen it before I actually go into painting. I feel like that, for me personally, I just feel the paint glides on easier. It makes it more easier to manage and control. So my YouTube channel has always been about reviews on dolls that I love, but also tutorials showing how I paint or design a doll. Now, for a toy company that I've designed with, I can't show the doll or the paintwork because my paintwork has to be copyrighted on that particular doll before it can be shown publicly. So, from experience working with a toy company, my contract was confidentiality, and I couldn't, part of that contract is how the doll's going to look once the prototype is painted. And so I can't do a live video of painting the prototype for a doll that is from a legit toy company that I'm designing for. So I can record it and then publish it after the look and style of the paintwork for that particular doll has been copyrighted legally. That's the only time I can actually show that. Because painting for when you're actually a doll artist for an actual toy company, it changes everything. I can't share anything like this publicly or do it publicly. Especially live. I can record it, and after all the copyrights are done, that's when I can publish it. Alright, now she has her French tips. Well, yeah, Richard, I do the girl dolls for VIE. The only thing is that due to the current situation in the Middle East, Mary has been put on a back burner because of that, and you know, the owner does not want to be doing a doll based on um, what her character's about and from Middle East with all of the turmoil and stuff like that going on. So yeah, so she's had to go she's just had to be on a pause. But it gives people the opportunity to enjoy the current dolls that are available in that line. So I'm removing all the excess paint before I put on sealer. Okay, there. All right, now Marie Grace. Well, she's not really Marie Grace. So this is how I look in my older videos with the black hair. So she was my mini-me. I took this doll everywhere for a long time, years. And, so yeah. All right, double check the tips. Yeah, I'm fine with how that looks. Fine. Okay. So set her over there, let that dry, and then I can apply sealer in a moment. All right, so I'm going to now show you how Rapunzel looks. Okay, let me grab the lighting. So that's how Rapunzel looks up close. You can see the lower lashes. Okay. So I did decide to give her some dramatic lashes. You can see the different paint colors I used on her lips. And so after I do the sealer, I will apply blushing. So you can see the brush strokes in the eyebrows. Okay. Wow. I'm happy with her look. And so there's my Marie Grace. Those are her new eyebrows. And you can see it's a layer underneath the eye. So, all right. Now we will do the sealer and get it out the way. Yes. And then I can get everything cleaned up and get ready to go to the store. Okay, let me see. Matte, no, we're going to do a high gloss sealer first. Looking for a spot, throw this over there, perfect. Okay. Oh wow, I just realized that was not showing up clearly. With Moana, I know I'm going to repaint her eyebrows because they're like super, super thin. And yeah, I know I'm going to redo the eyebrows. I don't know about the lips or anything like that yet. I saw Paris. I saw her Moana doll. Oh my gosh, she's gorgeous. She did it in natural lighting. If you go to Paris Loves Dolls, just click my moderators and you can see her channel. She just does shorts of her dolls, short videos, and amazing. She did such a good job with them. They look incredible. And her Moana, oh my gosh, that's just a pretty doll in general. So with this particular paint, I do apply it thick. But it still dries pretty quickly. It usually sets within a good 5 to 10 minutes. And it's completely dry within 24 hours. Okay, now the feet. I'm glad I was able to get these repainted today because I really didn't want to take all of this with me when I go and visit my mom. Oh my god, I love how that paintwork looks on her face. Whew. Alright, now let her stand and dry. Let that dry some more before I add the matte sealer. Okay, so now let's go ahead and get her gloss done. Let me do the camera again. Okay, that's it. I'm definitely going to be looking at different tripods tonight for sure. I may have to look on Amazon. Yeah. If I don't see what I'm looking for tonight. But the problem is that I need something that's not bulky, that's not overwhelmingly big, but just compact and convenient. Yeah. Oh my god, this looks good. Ultra glossy. Yep. Okay. Double check her nails. Got my nails and my make. I repainted her around 2012 originally, and for her manicure the last all these years, I mean, I took this doll everywhere, her and Cecile. And wow, for her original paint to still last and just do a fresh up, that's incredible. Okay, I'm looking over. I am going to apply more gloss on the lips. I want them, I am going to do them super glossy. But yeah, I use a indoor outdoor polyurethane sealer, non-yellowing. Okay, double check the nails. Ultra high gloss. I want them so glossy they look like jelly beans. Okay, she's done. Perfect. All right. Dip that in some acetone. Hit it up on here. Okay, and now I have to get ready for the matte sealer. That I do not use on, I only do that with eyebrows and eyelashes. So that's a lot simpler. Okay. I do not, I really don't know if American Girl would ever would have a doll with rooted hair. For this size doll, saran hair will not work. This hair will not work. Nylon hair is what they will need if they root an American Girl doll. Honestly, I think it's a good route. I think it would be good, but I don't know. I think the possibilities are possible. The excuse me, the reason why I say that is because of they're doing a lot of changes. They're making a lot of changes, and so anything's possible. And I think right now with rebranding, the complete renovation of the entire brand, I think just about anything is on the table for that. So yeah, I mean, we're looking at, it's time for them to updo the boxes, redo the boxes. A lot of things like that. But I think what we're definitely going to see is some nostalgia, but also some more upgrades, newer looks. I don't really like how they did their painted lashes. They're too thick. I think they should have done something more thin and whimsical, and realistic. I think that would have looked better on the American Girl dolls with their painted lashes. But everyone has their own opinion, and there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, undo line. Okay, we got these lower lashes sealed. The lower lashes, I only apply matte sealer on them because they don't need all of the extra. They're fine. Awesome. She's done. Thank God. Oh my God, my back. My back. My back. Okay, I'm not gonna say that. It's Megan Thee Stallion, and if you know, you know. That's all I can say. Okay, trying to get my camera set up right. Oh my God, I'm okay. There, bring it up. Okay, I guess I should zoom out. Okay, there we go. All right, so now I'm going to gently apply a little blushing on her cheeks. Wait, let me see. Do I have it up here? Yes, I do. I have different colors. I have Wet n Wild, Mellow Wine. I also have, now this color I use on all dolls. It's CoverGirl Cheekers, number 110 Classic Pink. This color works great on Barbie, all of them. But I mix it as well. I do some mixing. Oh my God, I need another cotton ball. By the way, I'm going to go ahead and sign the bottom of my doll's foot. And I put the gear. Okay, so Rapunzel's foot's been signed. Now let me grab another cotton ball without getting our hair in paint. Okay. So I'm going to use a mixture of both blushes. See that? Looks like a lot, but well, it is. I've just been doing this so long, it doesn't faze me. Okay, we do a little dab, do a little dab. And across the nose. She's got freckles, so that will work out fine. Blend. Alright, so I'm going to use the other side to remove some of this. does remove it. But it looks great with her freckles. There, rub some off. Okay, stand her. Oh yeah, that works. That looks good. Okay, perfect. Oof. Alright, so now I'm going to add a little more blushing, and I'm going to do her hands. And no, this pretty much stays on. You have to do some serious scrubbing to get it off. So now I'm using the lighter side to really blend that in. So no, this doll is not for sale unless someone is like seriously wanting it. Okay, and I replace it. She's done. Oh my god, it's 7 o'clock. Okay, yeah. Alright, I'll show you how she looks up close. But for the moment, I need to stand her up. Let all of that dry. Let everything start to settle. Okay. Now with her, play around with the cotton, fold that in, flip it over that way. Okay, a little this, a little that. Now with her, I want to keep it cute. So just a little blushing on the apples of her cheeks. That works. Okay, so this is good. Do I need to redo it on her hands? Yes, it's gone. I'm glad I redid her eyebrows. Gosh, she looks so much better. So this is how it works in real timing. Sometimes it's like if I see eyebrows when I'm doing them, I'm like, you know, I don't like that. I think I need to redo that. So it happens a lot. And I do it live, so it doesn't bother me. I don't feel like I messed up. I feel like I don't like that look, and it's not what I'm going for at the moment. So that's pretty much how that works. Okay. So now she's got body blushing done. Her face looks nice and fresh. Alright, so I'm going to stand them up and show them side by side. Okay, set that aside. Let me get rid of my blush out the way, and I also need to move the acetone and set it aside. Oh my god, did I sign her foot? No, I did not. I've had her all these years. I didn't. I'm making sure my name is on the bottom of my doll's feet. So I put 2012/2025 on the bottom of my foot since I retouched it. I really shouldn't have done that, but oh well. It's not like I'm going to be reselling her because I'm not. Not these, she's personal. Okay. Ugh. Alright, I get it. You're exhausted, girl, but I need you to please stand up. Okay, so Here we go. Coming in with my camera. All right, let me move this over. All right, we're coming in with lighting. All right, there is Rapunzel. She is finished. She has blushing. She's got everything glossed up and matted down. So now you get a good look. And I have a big light all in her face. You can see the brush strokes in her eyebrows, the eyelashes. I used 3, 4 different colors mixed up, using those brush strokes to make it look more realistic and to go with this golden hair. So as you can see, her hair has different colors and tones. And I used the paint to blush in, to blend in and do the little brush strokes. So this way, the eyebrows can blend and go good with her. That, yeah, she's got makeup look, but then so does the doll of it. Like the other versions and then cartoons. So yeah, we ended up giving her a little glam. I wasn't expecting it, but it happened. But in person, her lip color is not as pink. It's more natural tone, along with the eyebrows and everything as well. Mm. So I just want y'all to get a good look how she looks. And her pedicure. They're like glossy jelly beans. It's like she's got the gel polish. All right, so Mama Marie Gray's here. There she is. So there are her new eyebrows. They were very thin, and I decided that I wanted them to be a little more realistic and not too thin. Very little eyelash, not much. I wanted to keep it very neutral, very natural glam, so to speak. Yeah. So thank you all for watching. And yes, I had to redo her pedicure. So we did them high gloss. And there's her manicure. And here's Rapunzel's manicure. All right, focus camera. There we go. So there's Rapunzel's manicure to match. Yeah. All right. So thank you all for joining me. Thank you for spending this time. Please give the girls a thumbs up. They deserve it. And so do you for taking time for watching. And I thank you. So these girls are done. Look at that. Those eyebrows. I love it. They look real. All right, so thank you and enjoy the rest of your evening. Paris, thank you, darling, for taking the time to be here with me. Hope it was not too inconvenient for you. But please know I am grateful to you, and you know whenever you want your doll done, honey, just send them. You can send 3 or 4, and we will do that for you. I am going to wash her wig. It does have a residue from the factory, but I'm going to wait for all of her paintwork to dry, and I'm going to give it 2 days. Yeah, I'm going to give the paintwork about, hers won't take long, but hers is for repaint, so I applied that high gloss paint really thick, so it's going to take about a good 48 hours, so I want to do that. Thank you. Applause, applause for my moderator for being so fabulous and amazing. I'm very grateful to you. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm about to touch this little piece up in there with a mat. Yep. So she's done. All right, everyone. Thank you and have a good night.